Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors Dynasty. Hawai'i is 7-3 on the season, 5-1 in the conference, and for the most part has had absolutely no issues with the Mountain West outside of really UNLV. In today's episode, we'll wrap up the regular season playing San Jose State and Northern Illinois. We'll also be keeping an eye on recruiting. We are currently in a battle over left tackle Alex Rich against Baylor, but he visits the Bears today, so I can't see us winning this one most likely, but we're gonna stay in the mix. We will almost certainly get a commit from halfback Clifton Cummins today, as well as wide receiver Duke Diablo. We are in a recruiting battle with Arkansas State for left edge Tyreek Tompkins, and he visits the Red Wolves next week. And outside of that, we are mostly just waiting for guys to commit, but there are teams that are starting to pursue these 3-star players like UCLA with Clark Bannon. The first game of the episode is against San Jose State, a team that I think at the beginning of the season was one of the favorites to be in the Mountain West Conference Championship. After a hot start, winning 3 straight, they have really struggled in Mountain West play, losing to UNLV, UTEP, Wyoming, and New Mexico. The Spartans are quarterbacked by a man from Hawaii, actually, Tama Amisone. He's a redshirt freshman and already has relatively decent accuracies. I'm sure he's a guy we're going to see a lot of in this series in years to come. At halfback, they've got junior Devontae Lyons and sophomore Nico Hamilton, but the real strength of this offense is the top 2 receivers, Chris Lawson and Jurian Dickey. And they do have a well-rounded offensive line with nobody under a 70 overall. Their front 4 is extremely solid on the defensive side of the ball, and they are just definitely a team we cannot sleep on despite them having a poor Mountain West record. Some milestones to keep an eye on today. Demarcius Davis is only 60 yards away from 3,000 on the year. Brandon High needs 60 for 500 rushing yards, and Jackson Harris is about 100 yards away from 1,000 on the season, and we've got Noah Wiley on the cusp of double-digit sacks. It's another rivalry matchup for the Rainbow Warriors as we head to San Jose to take on the Spartans. They are a win away from being bowl eligible. Meanwhile, Hawaii is looking to secure a place in the Mountain West Championship. San Jose State will start with the football, and it's the man from Hawaii playing the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. Tama Amisone breaks away from Shaq Moffitt and slides down for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 after the Amisone carry. He's back to pass, and down he goes. Ko Akana with the initial hit, and it's Noah Wiley that cleans it up. Noah Wiley now officially 1 sack away from double digits. Not on the field for this play, 3rd down and 12. Man in motion. Amisone hands this one off up the middle, and he's not even going to get close to the first down line to gain. It's a 3-and-out for San Jose State. Good starting field position for the Rainbow Warriors as Demarcius Davis leads his team out onto the field. By the way, Davis and Amisone are the top 2 quarterbacks in terms of passing yards in the Mountain West so far this season. So a battle of the top 2 quarterbacks in the conference today. 1st and 10 from the 41, and it's a handoff to Tandy, swallowed up in the backfield, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, Davis back to pass and throwing for Jackson Harris, who's getting closer and closer to 1,000 yards on the season, just shy of the 20-yard line here. 1st and 10 from the 22. Brandon High is the man on the carry, and Brandon High with a nice running lane. A pickup of 14 on his first carry of the day. So it's a 2nd and goal from the 8. Vailahi's still the back on a carry up the middle. There's nobody home, and a touchdown for the Rainbow Warriors to get us started today. So the Spartans take back over, starting from their own 9 this time. Amisone throwing over the middle, broken tackle, and a 1st down picked up. That's the wide receiver Jurian Dickey. So it's their first down of the day. Now from the 20-yard line, it's play action. Lots of time for the quarterback. A comeback route is completed, and that's Chris Lawson. Top 2 receivers getting catches on back-to-back plays, and San Jose State is on the move. 1st and 10 from the 40, and it's a handoff to Devontae Lyons. He'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 from the 44. A throw over the middle is completed as well, and that's a 1st down to Dickey. Passing game working so far for Tama Amisone. 2nd and 4 as he looks to throw again, and with plenty of time, he finds the open man out wide to the left. It's another 1st. Wonder where this was on the first drive, as they are in full control now on this new one. From the 26, they approach the red zone, and it's a handoff to Lions, breaking tackles and picking up about 8 yards. 2nd and short. Lions will get the carry up the middle again, and Lafayette is there for the tackle, but it will be a 1st and goal. So it's from the 9-yard line now for Amisone and company. He brings a man in motion. That's the tight end. And back to pass, throwing and completed. No, knocked out of the hands of Chris Lawson. So it'll be a 3rd and goal from the 4. Lions still in the backfield, but it's going to be a pass. It's a pass to Lions. Good block. Touchdown, San Jose State. They answer back on their next drive, showing that the 3-and-out was just a fluke. So back to a tie football game, basically reset as 0-0. But now with 2 7s on the board. 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff Brandon High. Running lane up the middle. Brandon High has really become a star of this offense in the last about 4 weeks. From the 39 now, Vailahi checks in, and it's a decent carry for him, but a flag is down. Probably going to be a holding or a block in the back. Brandon White with the block in the back. That backs us up. It's a 1st and 13. 2.5 left to go in the 1st quarter. And down goes Davis, just barely getting that one off in time, and now it's a 2nd and 13 from the 36. As DeMarshus Davis is back to pass. He's just going to dump this off to Jackson Harris. Can't make the first man miss. It's 3rd and 5. So now it's about converting the 3rd down from the 44. Quick throw to Harris, and that'll get it done just past midfield. 2nd and 4, Vailahi in the game. Davis throws for Salavea. Another 1st down for Hawaii. 2nd and 10, setting up a screen. It's Glenn Tandy on the reception. Going to need to do some work after the catch. He does a little bit. It's going to be another 3rd and 5. On 3rd down and 5, Davis back to pass, launching over the middle. It's Jackson Harris, and he's just short of the end zone. The 1st quarter comes to a close. And now DeMarshus Davis is over 3,000 on the season. 1st and goal from the half-yard line as Harris could not punch it in. Handoff Brandon High, untouched into the end zone, and another touchdown for the Rainbow Warriors. The offense is clicking so far today, and we reacquire our touchdown lead. 1st and 10, San Jose State. Amisone back to pass, and with lots of time running out here, but breaking the tackle and then throwing it away. Only the 2nd incompletion of the day for Tama Amisone. 2nd and 10 from the 25 as he's out of the shotgun. And we'll hand this one off to Lions, who's swallowed up. And there's going to be a holding call as well. It was actually an illegal block in the back, so it's 2nd and 19 as we choose to accept. Would have been 3rd and 9 otherwise, so let's find out if we should have declined. Amisone with so much time, but can't get rid of it. Stepping up, he breaks a tackle, and it's going to be a 3rd and 6 instead. We should have just declined the penalty. We are struggling to wrap up on Amisone, it appears. Now it's a 3rd and 6 from the 29. He's back to pass again and has a great pocket. Lobbing to the corner. This is incomplete. Swatted out of the hands of the tight end, and they will punt it away. 1st down, Warriors. As Davis out of the shotgun will drop back to throw. Lobbing one for Brandon White. It's swatted out of his hands. Not the most accurate throw that time from DeMarshus Davis, and it leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 33, and it's a handoff Brandon High, and this carry is only going to pick up 2 yards. 3rd and 8 for the Bows. Davis back to pass, throwing over the middle. It's intercepted, grabbed out of the air by the linebacker, who's on his way towards the end zone, and tackled down by Davis at the 23. But San Jose State will take over near the red zone, down by a score. 1st and 10 from the 23 for Tama Amisone and company. Play action, Amisone throwing, man coming back to it, but it's a high ball, incomplete. The last 4 passes for Amisone have been incomplete as he steps up here, end zone, touchdown, San Jose State. The last 4 were incomplete, but the 5th one goes for 6. Chris Lawson into the end zone, and we're tied up once again. 1st and 10, Hawaii. San Jose State capitalizing on the turnover, and we're tied up once more. Brandon High continues to perform well. 2nd and inches, and it's play action. Davis throwing, finding Oki Salavea, who is wide open on the drag, and that's an easy 1st down and a San Jose State injury. So now it's a 3rd down and 8. Davis back to pass, scrambling, sees a man across body, but can't get it to him. He was wide open in the middle. I think that was Gallimore. Davis couldn't hit that throw on the run. 4th down. SJSU starting from their own 13 on their new drive. Amisone out of the shotgun. Lions to his left, and Lions will get a carry here. And it's a short gain, but another flag is down. It's the tight end again. Actually, no, that's Dickey for the second time. 8:40 left to play, and scrambling into the end zone is Amisone, breaking away. Weber gets the sack ultimately, but that maybe should have been a safety. I think it was McComber that couldn't bring him down in the end zone. It's a 2nd and 17 from their own 5, and Amisone is looking to throw, and it's a quick one to Lions. That's going to make it a much more manageable 3rd down and 5. From the 17, Amisone back to pass, blitz being sent, and down goes Amisone. It's Noah Wiley with a sack, and he is officially to 10 on the season. So the Bows winning the field position battle right now as we start from the San Jose State 42. And in motion is Okisalavea. And then it's a handoff to Brandon High, but he is met in the backfield, no gain. 2nd and 10. Davis throwing for Pefele Ashlock. Ashlock into open space, dragged down from behind at the 7. Zaire Brissy is the back. It's a 1st and goal from the 7. Brissy gets the direct snap, and he's into the end zone for his first career touchdown. And the Rainbow Warriors retake the lead once again. 5.5 left to be played in the second. Can we maintain the lead before we head to the half? 21-14. Amisone will start empty on this new drive from their own 25. A blitz being sent, a quick throw. It's high, but that should have been caught. A drop from Devontae Lyons. Both players probably kicking themselves for that one. A high ball from Amisone and a drop from Devontae Lyons. Just bad on both ends. Now it's play action. Amisone stepping up and going over the middle. What a ball from Tama Amisone. It's completed for a huge pickup to Keith Reynolds. I do not normally show replays from the CPU, but my God, is this not a perfect throw? Just right over the head of Lafayette, in between 3 Hawaii defenders. Had to be exactly right there. That's an insane ball. Not going to see a whole lot of throws better than that in college football. It is 1st and 10 from the 36. Amisone hands this off to Devontae Lyons, and Julian Smith will bring him down with a short gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. Amisone throwing, and incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of Robinson. They're lining up for 3. This is a 46-yarder from the right hash, and it is good with plenty of leg. So 3 more for San Jose State. 1st and 10, Rainbow Warriors. 3.5 left to play in the first half. Up by 4. And it's a handoff to Vailahi, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 for the Rainbow Warriors. We look to throw. Davis finds Ashlock with a lot of running room for Pefele Ashlock. He's past the 50 and up to the SJSU 41. About 2 minutes left to go in the half. This is a screen set up for Brandon High. Following blockers, a flag is down, so this is all for naught. That backs us up to the logo, as now it's a 1st and 20 with 2:05 left to be played. Quick dump off to the halfback, Vailahi. And he's breaking tackles. 2-minute timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 16. From the 46, Davis back to pass. And missing his mark. A high ball to the left side. So 3rd and long. Davis will look to throw again. Giving a jump ball for Jackson Harris. It's broken up. Incomplete. And we will have to punt it away here late in the second. A pretty good punt pins them just inside their own 10. They've got 1:43 in all 3 of their timeouts to try to take the lead before halftime. As this is thrown to the outside and completed for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6, Amisone back to pass again. Under some pressure from Moffitt, but finding his target, and that's a 1st down for the Spartans. He also got out of bounds, so it did stop the clock. They have yet to use one of those timeouts. 1:34 left. Bringing a man in motion and then sending him back to the left out of the pistol. Amisone under pressure as, my goodness, shot out of a cannon. 2nd and 17 after the sack, and it's a handoff to Lyons. They are not using timeouts, so we will. We're going to look really stupid if they convert the 3rd and 17 here, as they do go to the air, but it is just a screen for Lions. Need a good tackle here. We do not get it. Another broken tackle. My goodness, that scared me. but it is a 4th and 11. We'll use a second timeout, and we'll have just about a minute left when we take back over. 53 seconds, 1 timeout, 1st and 10. Davis back to pass, running out of time. He couldn't get rid of it. 2nd and 21. And that's going to chew away a good chunk of the remaining clock. 25 seconds left. Davis back to throw again and just going to dump this to Tandy. Makes a man miss. Glenn Tandy still on his feet. We're going to let that go to halftime. So 21-17 at the half. It really could go either way at this point. But I think in general, Hawaii has probably looked just a touch better. The Bows start with the football, 1st and 10 from the 21 here in the 3rd quarter. Davis is back to throw. Blitz being sent. Takes a hit, but finds Pefele Ashlock. Run after the catch for Ashlock, who nearly slips through for 6, but is stopped at the 41. 3 catches for 90 yards on the day for Pefele Ashlock. A nice average for him. Glenn Tandy on a carry will pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Davis throwing for Brandon High, who is wide open. Can't make the man miss an open space, but a huge pickup for the running back. A nice opening drive to the second half. Davis hands off Vailahi. He's losing yards, a loss of 1 to be exact. Zaire Brissy is the back on 2nd and 11. A quick throw is way... Oh my God, I can't believe what I just saw. Tipped way in the air off the deflection and picked. The 2nd interception of the day for Demarcius Davis. And I gotta say, I do still think it's his fault. We'll take a look at the replay just super quickly. The reason I say it's his fault is look at how high this pass was for Brandon White, who is not a tall guy. He's very short. Did not really give him the best of chances. And then, I mean, it's at least a bit on White for not being able to hold on, and then it's picked. 1st and 10, Spartans gifted this one. Handoff Lions. Weber is there. Pick up a 4. It's a 2nd and 6 for the Spartans. Amisone over the middle, a little behind his man, but he comes down with it. This is Chris Lawson again. 3 for 62 and a touchdown today for Lawson, having a pretty solid day. Amisone continues to be good this season as he has been all year. 1st and 10, San Jose State. This is incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of Dickey. From the 33, Amisone downfield, finding his man, breaking a tackle, and he's inside the 5. 1st and goal, San Jose State. A spinning grab. I think that was Keith Reynolds on the reception, and now it's 1st and goal from the 3 for San Jose State. They could take the lead here, and they will. Devontae Lyons into the end zone. Touchdown Spartans. So they capitalize on the fluky interception, and they will take the lead here in the second half. So 1st down Hawaii, 2 interceptions on the day for Davis. As he looks downfield now for Jackson Harris, swatted away from him as it's a bit underthrown. And it's a 3rd and 6 situation. Davis going over the middle. A flag is down. I think it's going to be on us anyway. It's Zaire Brissy. They'll decline, and we'll have to punt. 1st and 10, San Jose State, as they are in control of this one now. This is thrown over the middle, but incomplete for Dickey. Amisone out of the shotgun now on 2nd down. It's a delayed handoff, though, to Lyons, and he's only going to pick up 1 yard. 3rd down, Spartans. Running out of time. Amisone steps up, fires to the corner. It's dropped. There's also a flag down on San Jose State, but very similar to what just happened on our drive, we will decline and they will punt. 1st down Bows, still just down a field goal. This is thrown over the middle for Pefele Ashlock for a 1st down, over 100 yards for him on the day. From the 33, a 1st and 10. And a quick throw to the outside for Brandon High. Has to spin to catch it. Could have maybe gotten more run after the catch, but we'll take a pickup of 8. 3rd and 2 out of the pistol. Davis hands Tandy. He got the 1st down falling forward. 1st and 10. Play action, and then throwing is Davis for Oki Salavea, and that'll pick up 8. So it's a 3rd and 1 from the 46. Davis back to pass, buying time once again, and a high ball for Ashlock, and another flag down. It's another hold on Alani Afalava, but it's incomplete. So I imagine San Jose State will decline this again. They actually chose to accept. So instead of 4th and 1, it is 3rd and 11, and we'll get another try here. Davis Running out of time. It's intercepted again. He takes a hit as he throws, and it's the third pick on the day for Demarcius Davis. He wanted Ashlock on the comeback. The man lurked. Davis had to just rip it as he was taking a hit. All that came together to force another interception. So San Jose State looking to get the Mountain West upset. As they are up by 3, we approach the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left in the third. Amisone is breaking away from the sack and will pick up 6. Had him dead to rights in the backfield. Broke away from Wiley and Lafayette. So now it's 2nd and 4. Amisone under pressure, doesn't break away this time. Jason Bailey and Keo Akana on the play, and now it is a 3rd down and 11 for San Jose State. Amisone with some time and just a miscommunication there, I guess, with his receiver. They'll bring on the field goal unit for 4th down. 27-21, Davis is officially cold, and San Jose State is up a score. Vailahi tries to spin away, but swallowed up in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Davis throws quickly for Broderick Butts. That'll pick up some yardage, but it's still a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun on 3rd and 9. Demarcius Davis back to pass, scrambling to the left. There's absolutely no one over here, and he can't work a miracle. It's actually listed as a sack, and Hawaii will punt it away. A field goal now for San Jose State makes it a 2-possession lead as we are nearly to the 4th quarter. Lions on a carry up the middle, breaking tackles, and that's a pickup of 8. From the 47, Lions on another carry, a loss. Aiden McComber with the TFL. It'll be a 3rd and 5 to begin the 4th quarter. Hawaii needs this stop defensively. Time for Amisone. Rips one downfield. It's caught over the head of Javion Cole. Jurian Dickey just made the catch of the season. And now they are well within field goal range. And like I said, that would make it a 2-possession lead, as they would be up by a clean 9. As Amisone on a carry of his own, Cole will make the tackle. It is not like Javion Cole to give up a play like that. I thought for sure that was going to be incomplete, but sometimes you give your star wideouts a chance and they come down with it, and that is just a timing issue there with the tight end. 3rd and 8. Amisone with time now running out, dumps this off to the left, and a good tackle on the outside makes it 4th and 5. But here comes that field goal attempt. If it is good, they are up by 9, which is 2 possessions. Kick on its way. It is through, and we are down by 2 scores late in this one. Still quite a bit of time here in the 4th, but we do want to score as quickly as possible. Davis throwing for Salavea. Some run after the catch for the tight end, and he's near the 50, down at the 48. 1st and 10. Back to pass once more. Davis throw for Brandon White. Run after the catch for Brandon White, and we are already into SJSU territory. 2nd and 9. Davis throwing. Ashlock with the reception for a first. So now it's a 2nd and 8. Vailahi is the back, but Davis will look to throw. And down goes Demarcius Davis. A loss of 9 on the sack. 3rd and 17. Demarcius Davis throwing towards the end zone. It's caught by Ashlock, but he is out of bounds. Incomplete. 4th and 17. So we need this kick to make it a 1-score game once again. It is on its way, and it is good. 8 minutes left to be played. We are down by 6 to San Jose State. Amisone over the middle, punched out by Jason Bailey. 2nd and 10. Empty once again for Amisone. They are not choosing to go the clock-chewing run game type of route. This is completed to the tight end, Myers Swinney. And now it's a 3rd down and 7 from the 17. Amisone moves the tight end to the left and looks to the air. It is caught, but it is not enough for the first, and the defense did its part. So 6:44, a full 7 points would take the lead. 30-24. Man in motion is Oki Salavea. Brandon High is the back, and Brandon High will get the carry, and it's a decent one up the gut for 6. It's 3rd and 4. Davis scrambling, nobody's open, and Davis will just throw it away. So we need the defense to get another stop, as San Jose State may start actually chewing clock now. So they bring the tight end into the backfield, but no, Amisone's going to the air, and he misses the mark for the tight end. So the clock remains still at 5:53. Now Amisone check down. This is to Robinson. And now it's 3rd down and 6. Need the stop from the defense. Amisone with time, and to the corner. This is completed. Caught by Robinson. For the 2nd time today, Javion Cole gets mossed. I think that's maybe the 2 times all season he's allowed catches like that. Over the middle, this is completed, and brought down is Dickey at the 44. 2nd and 3, they are approaching field goal range. It is evident that their kicker has a huge leg. Handoff, and going nowhere is Devontae Lyons. This is a huge 3rd down and 4. If they complete it, they're probably in field goal range. We need the stop here. Amisone panicking and sacked in the backfield for the 6th time today. So we need a game-winning drive from the offense. Demarcius Davis has thrown 3 interceptions today. It has not been easy. Glenn Tandy up the gut. He will pick up 5. On 2nd down, Davis back to pass, and for Oki Salavea, he will have a 1st down. We approach the 2-minute timeout. Davis out of the shotgun again, and a throw to Vailahi is off the mark and incomplete. So 2nd and long for Davis and company. Just a quick throw to Salavea is completed, but that's only going to pick up a couple yards before the 2-minute timeout. 3rd down and 8. Davis dropping back, finding Broderick Butts, who was forgotten about up the seam. 1st and 10 Bows. 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun again is Davis. And throwing for Broderick Butts, turning it upfield. And Butts with a couple nice catches on this drive. 2nd and 6. Davis back to pass again over the middle. He sails it for Jackson Harris. And that's gonna be the dagger. A 4th interception on the day. He had Harris over the middle and he missed him. Take a look at this one again. But this is just Demarcius Davis, an inaccurate throw while under pressure. Harris had the leverage. I don't think it's a bad decision to throw this to Jackson Harris. We still have all of our timeouts. Gets us way closer. He sails it, and the safety was just ready. We do still have all 3 of our timeouts, but a 1st down ends the game. That is what San Jose State will be after. Amisone hands off Lyons. Nowhere to go. 1st timeout called. There is a slim chance for victory at this point, but there is still a chance. Lions to the outside, a tackle for loss again. Now, I gotta be honest, I would not be entirely surprised to see them go to the air here on 3rd and 11. But no, they do go to the ground. Lions breaks away, and he gets the 1st down, and then some. Game over. So Hawaii will drop to 7 and 4 on the season. The San Jose State Spartans, with the Mountain West upset, get another conference victory. Player of the game is Tama Amisone, who I think is going to be a guy we're going to see a lot of in future seasons. Things honestly just went wrong in that 2nd half. We could not do anything, only managing to get 3 points in the 2nd half. And talk about a game where your quarterback just lost it for you. 27 of 46, 368 yards, no touchdowns, and 4 picks for Demarcius Davis. Now, obviously, interceptions are more often than not user error. I would say it's 2 that are very, very, very obviously my fault, and 2 that were pretty obviously not. But I just played poorly with Davis, and then he was also missing throws. The running game was actually pretty good with Brandon High, but it started to fall apart in the 2nd half in particular. First kind of like truly bad game for Glenn Tandy. And in the receiving game, it was all about Ashlock and Salavea today. 7 grabs for Oki Salavea, 5 for 113 for Pefele Ashlock, 4 for 63 for Jackson Harris. So he is still short of 1,000, but should get it in the next game. We also have to look back to the 2 times that Javion Cole got absolutely mossed. How different does the game look if he can deflect those or even intercept one? Probably very different is my guess. But it's the 4th loss on the season for Hawaii. We are 5 and 2 in conference. Let's see how this affects everything. Clifton Cummins, the halfback from California, has committed as we advance the week. And you might actually be surprised to hear we haven't lost Alex Rich just yet. It's obviously not looking good. I think it's just going to be Baylor all day, but We're still technically in it. As for Tyreek Tompkins, we have retaken the lead from Arkansas State, but he does visit this week. Now, to be honest, I don't think that loss means a whole lot in the grand scheme of the conference. And in fact, at this point, we are now guaranteed a spot against UNLV in the Mountain West Conference Championship, because the only team that could tie us is UTEP, and we have the tiebreaker over them. So it will, for a fact, be UNLV versus Hawaii in the Mountain West Conference Championship, which means this game against NIU doesn't have a ton of meaning for us, other than it just being a final home game for any seniors on the roster. If you're curious who some of those seniors are, Pefele Ashlock, Brandon White are both seniors. Our starting tight end, Oki Salavea, is a senior. Our left tackle, Dean Brisky, is a senior. Keo Akana, Warren Lafaele, Javion Cole, and Courtney Collins, as well as Avion Jones and Reese Weber. Our final game of the season is against the Northern Illinois Huskies, who are currently 4-6 on the season, 2-4 in the Mountain West. They play us and New Mexico in the next 2 weeks to finish out their season. And if they win both of those games, they will finish 6-6 and be bowl eligible. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak to Cincinnati, UNLV, and UTEP. But they've obviously got a lot to play for today. They are led by Jalen Macon, the senior quarterback, who is pretty fast and with a super strong arm, though his accuracies are not the best. At halfback, their number one guy is Javen Jacobs, and you might recognize that name because he actually transferred from Utah State, where he played last season, so he is a guy we've seen before. They're quite weak at receiver. Dane Partridge is their number one guy, and then it's a pretty steep fall off after him, but they have two really good tight ends in Cooper Flanagan and Jake Applegate. It's honestly not a bad roster for NIU, they've just had a poor season. So at home for a final time this season, not a lot to play for the Rainbow Warriors, who are guaranteed a spot in the Mountain West Conference Championship, but a lot to play for the seniors that are graduating, as well as for the NIU Huskies, who are 2 wins away from bowl eligibility. 1st and 10 Hawaii as they start with the football. DeMarcius Davis coming off of a horrendous performance against San Jose State and what was the 4th loss of Hawaii's season. 2nd and 5, Davis throwing. His man slipped, but the throw is behind Ashlock. He's inches short of the first. So a 3rd down to start the day for Hawaii. Salavea, man in motion. Tandy is the back. Glenn Tandy will get the carry, and he will get the first. From the 36 now, a 1st and 10. Handoff Vailahi. He finds some running room. An injured Husky on the play. 2nd and 4 from the 42. Brandon High, his first carry of the day, picks up 2 yards. 3rd and short. Back to pass is Davis, scrambling, buying time, and then heaving it downfield, incomplete in the direction of Jackson Harris. So here comes Jalen Macon and the NIU offense. Macon stands at 6'5", same height as DeMarcius Davis, a big guy, but more athletic than Davis. A pancake block and a good run for Javen Jacobs to start the day. 1st and 10 from the 24. Jacobs still the back. NIU appears to be a tempo offense. He brings his tight end in motion, and then it's a handoff to Jacobs. A loss as Reese Weber's in the backfield. Weber, the senior safety, getting involved early in what is basically the senior night, as this is completed. A lot of open space for Sean Miller, and he's up to the 43 with another 1st down for NIU. From the 43, a 1st and 10. And it's a keeper. Moffitt bit on the run, though. Macon will pick up a good chunk of yardage, call it 8. 2nd and short for the Huskies. Macon over the middle, nearly intercepted, but it falls incomplete. That would only be our 2nd interception on the season if we got one today in the final game of the regular season. 3rd and 2. Macon hands this off, and Jacobs will pick up the first on 3rd down. From the Hawaii 47 now, Macon throwing right side on the curl, and that's a first. 4 first downs so far for NIU. Clock stops due to an injury timeout, and it's a 1st and 10. Macon with time and dumping this off. Finds his man, that's Dane Partridge, the top wideout on the team. NIU obviously had to travel quite the distance to get here, but they don't seem jet lagged so far. Macon over the middle again, finds his man, outrunning defenders, another first. Pass coverage has not been good thus far, neither is the pass rush. As Macon with plenty of time and end zone touchdown. 6 points for Dane Partridge. And NIU will strike first in the final game of our regular season. First down, Hawai'i, down by a score. Vailahi runs into an edge rusher immediately. Loss of 2 on the play. It's 2nd and 12 as Brandon High checks in. Davis throwing for Harris, breaks a tackle. Jackson Harris up to the 29. Jackson Harris closing in on 1,000 yards receiving here in the regular season. We'll see if he hits that today. It's going to be another reception for him here, but he can't get the first down. 4th and 1. Really no choice but to punt it away. Let's see if the defense can do any better on this new drive. 1st and 10 from the 19. As Macon will hand off Jacobs, breaks a tackle, good blocking downfield. Javen Jacobs past the 50 and finally brought down at the Hawai'i 48. NIU just looking like the better team so far. 1st and 10. Hand off Jacobs, running lane up the middle, picks up 6. 5 for 50 so far for the Utah State transfer. And now it'll be a handoff to him again and trying to find space. Eventually brought down by Noah Wiley at the 40. Now it's a 3rd and short for NIU. Could be a huge momentum shifting stop for Hawai'i. Macon finds his man. It's completed to George Demopoulos. Lacks coverage on that side from Javion Cole. Now it's a 1st and 10 at the 29 as they continue with tempo. And it's going to be a little dump off to the right side. It'll pick up 3, making it 3rd and 7 for NIU. Macon out of the shotgun with time to throw again. Just lobbing it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Knocked away by Collins. They're going to settle for a field goal attempt. 1st and 10 Hawai'i. Offense struggling to get things going so far. A wide open man, though, is Pefele Ashlock. He can't hold on after the hit. A free first down dropped by Ashlock. Now it's 2nd and 10. Trying to set up a screen for Glenn Tandy, but the blitz gets home too quickly, and Davis just doesn't have the time. So now it's a 3rd and 10. Another blitz being sent. Davis hit as he throws, finding Jackson Harris for a first down. From the 38, a 1st and 10. Play action. Quick throw from Davis finds Brandon White to get halfway to the 1st. 2nd and 5. Davis throwing, wants Harris, breaks the tackle. Running room for Jackson Harris, trying to break another, but he goes down at the 33. That catch, by the way, puts Jackson Harris at 1,018 yards on the season. He has officially broken the 1,000 mark this year. This is dumped off to Vailahi. Makes one man look stupid with the juke move and picks up roughly 10. 2nd and inches. The line to gain is basically the line of scrimmage. It's a handoff Glenn Tandy and a little bit of room for Tandy as he'll pick up the 1st and a bit more. 1st and 10 from the 14. Davis back to pass and looking to the right side. Incomplete. It was in the direction of Tama Uliata. Not much time to throw there for Davis, though, as now it's 2nd and 10 from the 14. Quick throw underneath, finds Broderick Butts. He takes a big hit and he can't hold on. 3rd and 10. Davis back to throw over the middle, incomplete as he takes another hit after stepping up. So now on 4th and 10, we attempt the field goal and we make it a 1-score lead for the Huskies. First down NIU as Macon brings a man in motion. And he will hand it off to Jacobs. Jalen Smith is there, and then Javion Cole cleans it up. So 3rd and long for NIU. From their own 13, Macon with plenty of time. Again, a great pocket all day for Macon. He dumps it off eventually to Partridge, and it's nowhere near the 1st. A really good return from Brandon White has us starting at the NIU 34. As Davis will drop back to throw. He sees Brandon High, and with running room, High makes one man miss. He's inside the 20, and that'll end the 1st quarter. 1st and 10 from the 19 as we swap sides of the field. Vailahi on a direct snap and a good carry for Sessi Vailahi. 2nd and 2. Davis throwing for Tandy. It's caught at the 1-yard line. Glenn Tandy, a yard short of 6. 1st and goal from inside the 1. Tandy is still the back. He will get the carry, and he will punch it in. Touchdown Hawai'i. The freshman in for 6. And with the PAT, we'll be tied up at 10. So 10 unanswered for Hawaii as we're all knotted up here in Honolulu. And Jacobs finds a small running lane to pick up 5. Aiken hurries his team up to the line and then brings his receiver in motion. It's the jet touch pass to him. Jacobs is a lead blocker, hits a pretty good one. Nice juke move, and it's a solid pickup up to about midfield. Now it's a 3rd down and 7. Can the Bows defense get off the field? Jalen Macon calling his shots. And on 3rd down, he's back to pass. This is thrown and caught. No, incomplete. Forced out by Javion Cole at the last second. Starting field position not as great for the Bows this time. 1st and 10 from the 25. Tandy still the back, and Tandy taking this to the outside and picking up a 1st down. A great day so far for Glenn Tandy, as now it's 1st and 10, but Brandon High is in the game. Throw over the middle finds Jackson Harris, and it picks up 6. 3rd down and 3. Davis throws for Tandy on the check down, and Glenn Tandy has the 1st down. Just past midfield now, DeMarcius Davis back to pass, throwing in the direction of Brandon White. It's a high ball, but the little man comes down with it. 8 minutes left in the half, and this has been a very good drive from the Rainbow Warriors. This was intended for Oki Salavea, but he got caught up on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Bows. Brandon High is the back. He will get a carry, a running lane up the middle for Brandon High, and a 1st down for the Bows. Inside the 20 now, fresh set of downs. DeMarcius Davis throwing for Ashlock, tipped into the air, but luckily falling incomplete. And so now it's a 3rd and 10. Davis back to pass. He wants Ashlock to the outside. There's a flag down. Ashlock couldn't hold on anyway, and it'll be 4th down. It is not 4th down. They accept the penalty. It's 3rd and 20. DeMarcius Davis back to pass and swatted down at the line of scrimmage. It'll just be a longer field goal now. Kick is on its way, and he misses to the left. Maybe that's what they had in mind. They thought he might miss it if it was further back, and indeed he did. 1st and 10 NIU. It is still tied 10-10. They start from about their own 30. It's actually the 29. Play action to Jacobs as Macon will throw. Comeback route for Partridge is completed for a 1st down. So a 2nd and 9 for NIU. Play action, Macon over the middle, incomplete, forced out of the hands of Cooper Flanagan. So a 3rd and 9 for the Huskies. Macon is out of the shotgun, steps back, fires, finds Partridge. It's punched out of his hands, and it's incomplete. 6:20 left to be played in the 1st half. Brandon High will check in as the back for this 1st play and has a nice carry of about 5. 2nd down, Davis drops back to pass this time and throwing to the outside. I do not know if Ashlock got a foot in. He did not. So now it's a 3rd down and 5, and the HB4 Zaire Brissy is in the game. It's a screen set up for Brissy, and he will get past the 50 and then out of bounds at the 47. 2nd and 7. And it's going to be a throw in the direction of Salavea again, and once again he can't get off his lineman. So it's a 3rd and 7. Play action to Brandon High. And then a throw over the middle. Ashlock was open. Davis didn't have the time. A phenomenal punt pins NIU at their own 2-yard line. 1st and 10 as they start their new drive. And it's a jet touch pass. Demopoulos does get out of the end zone, but no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 2. Macon hands off Jacobs. Did he get out of the end zone? He did, apparently. It's 3rd and 12 from basically the goal line. Macon will look to throw here. Had a decent amount of time, finds Demopoulos. He fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Rainbow Warriors. Reese Weber with the recovery at the 12. Gotta see that again to see who forced it out, but what a play from Hawaii. It's the senior safety, Avion Jones, forcing this one out, kicked into the air, and then Reese Weber, the other senior safety, recovers it. So a great opportunity for Hawaii, which started with the punt. Vailahi thought he had the lane, but it closed up fast. 2nd and 6. Davis throwing. Ashlock, it's over his head, incomplete. He was open. So on 3rd and 6, we'll try it again. DeMarcius Davis looking, scrambling, throwing off his back foot. It's intercepted as Ashlock was looking the other way. Is this going to be a return for 6? No, he's dragged down at the 33. It's another pick on the year for Demarcius Davis. I got to take another look at this. Obviously, I should have just thrown it away. Really, nothing was open. Ashlock starts waving his hand despite being like completely covered. So I was like, screw it. Let's give the senior wideout a chance. I just heave it. Where is he going, though? Did he think the ball was going over there? It's not even close to over there. Some sloppy football here in the second quarter. NIU takes over from the 33. And it's a handoff to Jacobs, and the running lanes have closed for the Huskies. Noah Wiley currently facing the wrong way for this next snap. 2nd and 9. He has no clue where the football is. But then he turns and he finds out. Jacobs on a carry, fumbles again. It's recovered by Hawai'i again. What is going on in this one? It's absolute chaos here in Honolulu. 3 minutes left to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 35. A throw for Oki Salavea is completed, but it's gonna be coming back. A flag is down. Our center, Tui Moody, with the hold, and now it's a 1st and 20 instead of a nice pickup. Play action. And looking to throw is Davis. Lobbing for Ashlock. That's caught. No, incomplete. He did not get his feet down in bounds. 2nd and 20 from the 45. Davis, a throw, finds Jackson Harris, makes a man miss, but he's not even remotely close to the first. So it's a 3rd and 16. Demarcius Davis back to pass, dumps it to Glenn Tandy, and we might be in field goal range. We missed a 46-yarder earlier. This is 51. It is on its way. If it has the leg, it's accurate enough, and it does. It is good. 13-10 for the Rainbow Warriors. A minute 53 left in the half. Jalen Macon back to pass on the first snap of this drive. Finds Demopoulos for 2 yards. They do still have all 3 of their timeouts. Out of the shotgun again, Macon. With time, hit as he throws by Shaq Moffitt, but that's incomplete, actually, to Demopoulos. So a 3rd down and 8. Macon running out of time. He's just going to launch this one. Has a man knocked out of his hands by Avion Jones. 1:22 left to be played in the half, and we're starting this drive with a carry for Brandon High, which actually went a lot better than I anticipated. From the 38, a 1st and 10. Davis throwing, and it's over the head of Ashlock, who did have a step on his man. On 2nd and 10. Davis to pass again, finding Jackson Harris. That'll pick up 7. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. Davis setting up the screen for Brandon White. Finds him, finds the first. We'll use the timeout. On 2nd down, Davis throws for High, and he misses him, and it's intercepted again. Demarcius Davis has collapsed here near the end of the season, missing easy throws, and this time missing Brandon High. It's picked by a linebacker. I mean, not much else you can say. This should be an easy completion for a handful of yards. The ball is just way too high from Demarcius Davis. Brandon High didn't even have a chance. So now instead of us adding points before the half, it's looking like it's going to be Northern Illinois. If Jalen Macon and his offense can do anything, this is tipped and incomplete. 30 seconds left. They do still have all 3 timeouts, however, from their own 37. Back to pass is Macon, finding Jacobs, breaks the tackle. Ty Cole with the good effort, chases him down. They use the first timeout, and it's 3rd down and 1 with 26 seconds left to be played in the first half. Macon will keep it, and Aiden McComber can't bring him down, but there is a flag, as well as Macon taking a huge hit. It's an illegal block in the back. We accept, and it makes it a 3rd and 5. They have to try that again. So now I expect Macon to go to the air, and he does, but it's a screen and a pancake block. Jacobs is short of the yardage to gain. So we go to halftime, 13-10 for Hawai'i, but it has been a messy football game so far in this one. NIU starts with the football here in the second half. We'll see if they stick with the tempo offense. as Macon on a quick RPO pass finds Demopoulos breaking tackles. And they do continue with tempo. Macon has Jacobs to his left. It's play action to Jacobs, and Macon then will dump it to Jacobs, who outruns the linebacker, jukes a safety, and has a huge pickup all the way to the Hawai'i 37. 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Jacobs, and he fights forward, falling forward for 6 yards. So a good opening drive for NIU here in the 3rd. Macon over the middle, wide open is his tight end, Cooper Flanagan. Over 200 yards on the day now for Jalen Macon. It's also going to be 1st and goal from just a smidge outside the 5. As Macon drops back to pass again, but is under pressure, and down he goes. Jason Bailey with a sack. Now it's a 2nd and goal from all the way back at the 15, nearly a loss of 10 yards. Man in motion, but Macon trying to dump it to the halfback, but there was some mix up there. 3rd and goal. Macon just a quick dump off, expecting Partridge, I guess, to pick up the rest of it. They'll settle for a field goal. 13-13 here for the first drive of the 3rd quarter with Hawai'i. Vailahi, no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Davis throwing and finding Brandon White, and he's still on his feet. Brandon White finally going down at the 39. 1st and 10. Davis throwing, has Jackson Harris. This is an easy 1st down pickup. And he also gets past midfield. 1st and 10 from the 43. Brandon High, the back. Brandon High gets the carry, makes one guy miss, and has a pickup of about 11. At the enemy 31 now, Zaire Brissy is in as the back, but it's a throw over the middle for Jackson Harris, and it's another 1st down for the Bows. 10 for 101 today for Jackson Harris. From the 18, a 1st and 10, a handoff for Vailahi, and this will be a nice solid pickup of 5. On 2nd down from the 12. Davis over the middle. Pefele Ashlock turning it upfield. He's inside the 5, 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line now, Brandon High will get the carry, and he's untouched into the end zone. Hawai'i retakes the lead. Where has this offense been all day? That was as clean as it gets from Hawai'i, and we add 6 points. About half of the 3rd quarter left to be played. Hawai'i up by 7, 20-13 here in Honolulu. And it's a throw, but missed badly by Jalen Macon. It was an RPO, and he switched to the pass late. I think that may have been what caused the inaccuracy. Over the middle, though, Macon finds Flanagan for a 1st up past the 50. They hurry it up to the line. They're at the Hawai'i 49 now. Macon, play action. Plenty of time. Launching one deep for Flanagan. It's dropped by the tight end. 2nd down from just past midfield. As Macon will throw quickly again. Partridge on the reception for 4. Macon is already approaching 300 yards. He's over 250 now on the day. And it's a 3rd and 6 here for the Huskies. They bring a man over in motion, but Macon will look to throw and finds Javen Jacobs, who falls, breaking a tackle at the 35. So a fresh set of downs for NIU. Macon back to throw again. And with time again, finds Jacobs again, and it's a pickup of 5. 3rd down and 5. Macon with time, finding his man. It's Demopoulos for a 1st. 2nd and 7 now. Play action again for Macon. And the pocket collapsing. Macon fumbles. It's recovered by the freshman Shaq Moffitt. Aiden McComber with the strip sack, and Shaq Moffitt with the recovery, and Hawai'i bend but don't break. They forced a turnover and will take over on offense. 1st and 10, Rainbow Warriors getting a break there from the defense. Vailahi, I don't know how he found that running lane. 5 yards picked up. 3rd and 5, Davis throwing for Tandy. I don't know if Tandy never saw it or if it was a high ball, but either way, it's 4th and 5, and we will punt it away. So now NIU gets to try to do all of that again, but minus the fumble, obviously, as Macon drops back to pass, and to the left side, that is completed to Partridge, making it a 2nd and 1 as we have 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Macon will fake the handoff, takes a hit, it's incomplete. It hit one of the hands of Cooper Flanagan. 3rd down and 1. Jacobs is still in the backfield. It's a handoff to him. I don't know if he got it. They say he did. I disagree, but it is what it is. So 1st and 10, Northern Illinois. as Macon will hand this off, and Jacobs is going backwards. Jeremiah Newell is the one who brings him down. Third down and 11 from the 29. As it's a handoff to Jacobs. He's not going to get the first. It's 4th and 3, and that'll be a punt away for the Huskies. Hawaii takes over. 1:06 left in the third, and Brandon High will pick up 2. 2nd and 8. Davis back to pass, throwing for Jackson Harris. It's at his feet. Might as well have been a spike. 3rd and 8. DeMarcius Davis throwing for Jackson Harris, completed, and Harris with some run after the catch is past the 50 to the NIU 46. 1st and 10. Rainbow Warriors. 4th quarter is underway. Davis back to pass, but is just going to throw this one away. Nobody was open. 2nd and 10. Davis to throw again, and a wide open man over the middle is Jackson Harris. Another grab for the junior wideout, his 12th on the day. 3rd and 4. Davis back to throw over the middle, finds Ashlock, and Pefele Ashlock finds the end zone for 6. Touchdown Hawaii. That'll make it a 2-possession lead for the Bows, and it could lock this victory up. 11 minutes left in this one. You're down 2 touchdowns if you're Jalen Macon and the NIU offense. We'll start with a quick throw to the outside for Cooper Flanagan, and it's going to be a big first down pickup for the big tight end up to the 44. That also puts Macon over 300 yards on the day. So now it's a 1st and 10. And it's a handoff to Jacobs, stiff arming, spinning out of another tackle. Shaq Moffitt eventually brings him down. Jacobs has been a busy man, 20 rushes on the day, a few more catches as well. It's 2nd and 7 from the 47. And in motion for Macon, as he will look to throw, and finds Jacobs. That's going to be another first down for NIU. Macon, play action. With time, firing on the comeback route, he finds Partridge. Javion Cole in coverage. Down to 10 minutes left in this one, but a nice drive coming together for NIU. Handoff Jacobs on the delay, but that's Reese Weber in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard for Jacobs, the senior safety, getting it done in the running game. There's a man in motion, and it's another handoff. Jacobs, he's not going anywhere. 3rd down and 13 from the 30. Macon running out of time, takes a hit, but finds his target. It's Demopoulos, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. NIU strikes back even quicker than we found ours. Demopoulos into the end zone, and it's going to be 27-20. So just like that, the lead doesn't feel as safe. Only up a score once again. 1st and 10 from the 21, and Davis will throw for Jackson Harris again. Harris has the first down. He was looking for more, but tackled down at the 32, right in front of Coach McNulty. Glenn Tandy is the back for 2nd and 7, and Tandy on the carry. 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 6. About 7.5 left to be played. DeMarcius Davis, a throw, finds Brandon White, and he finds a first down. Screen play for Zaire Brissy. And look at how hard he's moving his feet, but he's not moving very quick. But he does make it a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Brissy still the back. Brissy gets the carry. He'll get the first. And Zaire Brissy up to the 38. We approach field goal range, which would pretty much be the dagger. It would put us back up 2 possessions once again. Brandon High on a carry up the middle. And an injury timeout will stop the clock. 2nd and 3. Davis throws for Oki Salavea on the RPO, and the tight end has the first down. Tandy is the back for 1st and 10, but it's a throw for Pefele Ashlock. He gets behind his defender, and the senior receiver gets into the end zone for 6 yet again. His final game at home as a Hawaii Rainbow Warrior, and he's got 2 tutties to show for it. So it's looking like the Bows will finish the season 8-4 and be on their way to face UNLV in the Mountain West Championship. I don't see how they wouldn't at this point. Seems mathematically impossible. It's another Hawaii victory to end the season. We will finish 8-4 on the year with only 2 losses in the conference. We ended up adding 1 more garbage time score there with Brandon High, so 41-20 is the final. Pretty decent day from DeMarcius Davis. Another one where we had 54 pass attempts. Just an absurd amount of tries from DeMarcius Davis. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 60% completion percentage. 13 for 65 for Brandon High with the 2 touchdowns. Glenn Tandy, 8 for 63, 7.8 per carry with a tutty of his own. It was the Jackson Harris show as far as receivers go today. 14 for 171. He only needed about 50 to get 1,000. He absolutely crushed that. Brandon White with 6 grabs, Ashlock with 4, including 2 touchdowns. And the big thing to mention today defensively is the amount of fumbles we forced. 4 in total, 2 of them coming from Aiden McComber. So we finished the regular season 8-4, 6-2 in the conference. Let's go ahead and advance the week, see if we get any commits, and find out if we're in the Mountain West Conference Championship. Duke Diablo, the wide receiver, has committed, as has Tyreek Tompkins. We do win the recruiting battle against Arkansas State, but as expected, we did lose out on Alex Rich to Baylor. Unfortunately, another O lineman we've missed out on. He will go to the bottom of the board so we can take a look at how good he was in the offseason. But we did get commits from Clifton Cummins, Duke Diablo, and Tyreek Tompkins. A lot of alliteration here, CC, DD, and TT. As for other recruiting battles, I have now maxed out points on Jerron Gage and Maka Chu just to make sure that we do get them. I do not want to leave this up to chance. It's been pretty slow going for them for the most part this season because we've been focused elsewhere, and now I want to get them locked up. There is still one more week of regular season action for most teams. We were off a week early. We'll go ahead and advance and see how that goes. And we have now confirmed that we have been invited to play in the Mountain West Conference Championship against UNLV. So here's a look at the final conference standings before we head into that matchup. UNLV went 9-3, 8-0 in conference. We were 8-4, 6-2 in conference. San Jose State should have been one of the better teams in the Mountain West. They really just stunk it up in the Mountain West, but they finished 7-5. And then after that, it's mid to bad in the Mountain West right now. Here's a look at the other conference championship matchups. You got Sam Houston versus FIU, Oregon State versus Washington State in the Pac-12. Boise State was leading the Pac-12 the entire season and had a 3-game losing streak to end the year. Obviously, it's us versus UNLV, Texas Tech versus Arizona State, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Marshall, Southern Mississippi, UTSA versus Tulane, Bama and Texas in the SEC, the current #1 and #2 ranked teams in the country, UCLA versus USC, and Pitt versus Virginia Tech. The game against UNLV was an absolute shootout. Lots of first downs, lots of total offense, 580 yards from the Rebels. Demarcius Davis had nearly 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no picks, and even that wasn't enough, as Anthony Calandria went for 459, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and an 88% completion percentage. This is a team that has beaten us twice already in the series. Can we get revenge in the championship game? But anyways, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and for the continued support. If you find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It does help me out a lot. Shout out as always to the channel members. Thank you for continuing to support me, and I will see you all in the next episode where we'll rematch against the Rebels in the Mountain West Championship.